What is the single most salient national symbol of China? If we're talking animal mascots, then perhaps panda or dragon comes to mind. But if we're talking about something that embodies the spirit of the Chinese civilization while being a testament to history itself, then look no further than the Great Wall. A relatively well-preserved section of the Great Wall winds its way through the mountains to the northwest of Beijing, China's capital city. In this video, we take public transport from central Beijing to Badaling, arguably the most famous section of the Great Wall. We begin today's journey in the neighborhood of Xidan, just west of Tiananmen and China's central government headquarters. From here, we first go north on the Line 4 train bound for Anheqiao Bay. Even if you don't have a Beijing subway ticket or fare card, passengers can simply tap a credit card to enter and exit the stations. Line 4 runs 6-car Type B train sets and is operated by the Beijing subsidiary of MTR. Thus, some of its signage and announcements bear resemblance to its Hong Kong colleagues. We take this train to Xijimen Station, located on the northwest corner of the now demolished city wall of Beijing. Xijimen Station is right next to Beijing Bay, or Beijing North Station. It is the terminus to a new high-speed line that passes right under Badaling. It would of course be most convenient if we could hop on a high-speed line now, but many departures from Beijing Bay actually skip Badaling. So for now, we remain in the subway system and transfer to Line 13. We go further north on Line 13 for 5 stops to reach Qinghe Station.
Next station is
Journey time from Xidan so far is around 50 minutes. While Qinghe Station today is large and modern, it in fact traces its lineage back to 1906 and the original Beijing-Zhangjiakou Railway, which was the first domestically designed and constructed railway in China. The station offers convenient transfer to the high-speed line that would take us to the Great Wall. Ticket price is 18 Chinese yuan per adult. Today's D1091 train uses a CRH-5A 8-car train set, originally based on Alstom's new Pendolino platform, though without the namesake pendulum functionality. This 5008 unit is from an earlier batch manufactured by CRRC Changchun in 2007. The seats stay in fixed directions and some are arranged as box seats. There are also later built trains where the seats can be rotated to face the direction of travel.
Because it gave a really big discount for first time trip. It gave like 30 yuan discount. When you put the password in.
Passport name and
The train will complete the 45 kilometers between Qinghe and Badaling in 23 minutes. The ride is brief but scenic, with the train running around 120 kilometers per hour after leaving Qinghe Station, then accelerating to 200 kilometers per hour in the suburbs. The transition from flat farmlands to mountainous terrain is clearly visible out the window, with the train entering a series of long tunnels before arriving at the Badaling Changcheng station. This station is located deep within the mountains under the Great Wall. You could tell as much from the cold and slightly damp air in the very long tunnels and escalators that bring passengers to the surface. Along the way, many photos showcase the beauty of the Great Wall through the seasons. After you emerge from the station, it could feel rather overwhelming as many tour operators bus visitors into this area. If you want to challenge the mighty Great Wall on foot, which I would definitely recommend, then you would turn left, walk down a gentle slope past a large bus parking lot before coming to the entrance area. Ticket is 40 Chinese yuan per adult and free of charge for people under 18. The Great Wall of China traces its roots back more than 2,700 years, roughly the same historical neighborhood as the mythical founding of Rome by Romulus and Remus. Various warring states existed in northern China at the time, and they built defensive walls to protect their borders. These walls were connected into a continuous series of fortifications in the 3rd century BCE on the orders of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China. Later dynasties such as the Han and the Ming made further expansions to the wall, with the Ming having upgraded most of the well-known passes and sections roughly 600 to 400 years ago. Badaling, the section we're on now, also largely preserves its appearance from the Ming era, though archaeological findings suggest that the Ming walls here follow basically the same path as the much earlier Qin walls from more than 2,000 years ago. Historically, the fortifications here were key to a series of defenses that guarded entry into Beijing from the north. The Badaling Great Wall has about 3.7 kilometers of walkable section, separated into a shorter south portion and a longer and more popular north portion. The popularity of the north portion stems from Haohanpo, or Hero's Slope, a steep incline near the 8th watchtower, the northernmost in this area. The name is derived from a poem by Chairman Mao Zedong, who had once written that no hero's journey is complete without a visit to the Great Wall. The top of the wall is wide, though often crowded. There are plenty of steep slopes and steps from which visitors can appreciate the enduring grandeur of the Great Wall as it winds atop rugged mountain ridges. The wall also goes through a number of watchtowers. During operational times, these would light smoke signals on sight of advancing enemies, with the string of watchtowers acting as an information highway that directs reinforcements and counteroffensives. Today, they act as helpful platforms where visitors can take a break. The Great Wall was after all constructed for military purposes in mountainous terrain, so it's definitely going to be more challenging than a proverbial walk in the park. The top of the wall is nicely paved with large stone slabs though. In more difficult sections, there are also handrails. Near the North 4th Tower, there's a kind of a pit stop area where visitors can grab a bite, buy souvenirs, and use the restroom. For able-bodied adults, perhaps 2 to 3 hours is sufficient to explore most of the interesting areas. If you're traveling with children or the elderly, then obviously budget for extra time. Though even children as young as 5 or 6 can and do regularly make it up the slopes as long as they get enough hydration and rest. We are at the Hero's Slope now. Beyond the North 8th Tower here, the Great Wall is interrupted by a large boulder. Legend has it that when construction progressed to this boulder, workers could not climb onto it, and funding also ran dry at the same time. There happened to be one among the workers who knew of spells that could open any door. He was sent to the nearby Golden Ox Mountain to find treasures that could support the construction. Upon discovering a sealed cave, he used spells to open it, and indeed it was full of gold and gems. After filling his pockets, he tried the spell to open the door again, but it did not work. He then found a hole high above in the cave on top of a large rock. He tried to climb out from it, but the treasures were too heavy and the rock too steep. So each time he tried, he had to throw away more and more treasure. Finally, when he threw away all the treasure, the door blocking the original entrance magically opened. He realized that the gods were telling him that the rock in the cave is just like the boulder at the construction site. If no human can surmount it, then there is no need for a man-made Great Wall on top of it. Thus, the boulder was left as is until this very day. There are more areas to explore beyond North 8th Tower, but if you'd like to make a quick descent, there is also a cable car that would take you directly down next to the train station. If you walked up, then the one-way ticket down is 100 Chinese yuan per adult. The ride is indeed quick and comfortable, though you cannot really see much of the Great Wall from it. So I would recommend walking at least part of the way for the best experience. At the base, there are souvenir shops and of course also food stalls. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel and transit content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.